Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be covering all of the Funko news for November 7th of 2020, and there is quite a bit of news that we're going to get into, so we're going to get straight into it here with the first piece. Alright, first up here we've got the reveal of Red Hood, who is going to be a pop-in-a-box exclusive, and this figure is available currently on their website for pre-order, and it is also going to be available in January of 2021, so that's when it should be shipping out if you do pre-order this pop, and I think he looks pretty fantastic. I actually have the first version of Red Hood that they released in Funko Pop form, and I would definitely say this one is an improvement upon that. There's a lot more detail in the sculpting of his helmet there for sure, and then just the overall outfit looks pretty fantastic as well, so I just think that overall it's a great exclusive. Another pop-in-a-box exclusive that we have here is Venom with wings, and this one is going to be available for pre-order eventually. Currently it's not on the website because this is more of a leak that was released, but it definitely looks like a really menacing looking pop, a very creepy one for sure, and I've seen people saying underneath the stand kind of looks like a bent spoon, and I would say just because of the quality there, it doesn't look as translucent as it probably would be in the final design for the pop, but I do think this looks pretty cool, and Venom looks nice with those wings. Now the next piece of Marvel news that we have here for two brand new Funko Shop exclusives that actually released yesterday on Friday, and these include French-made Deadpool and then Unmasked Wolverine, and I think that both of these figures look pretty cool. Of course, that Deadpool is kind of kicking off that new Deadpool line of pops, which I did cover in a previous news video, and those seem pretty exciting. We don't have any images for any of them, so this is the first one that we're getting to see, and I think it looks pretty darn cool, so let me know if you plan on picking up either of these pops. Another Marvel pop that we have here is a Groot one, and this one is the holiday variant of Baby Groot, and this one is going to be a glow-in-the-dark exclusive. We don't yet know where this one's going to be exclusive to in North America, but it's definitely a really cool looking pop. Now it is, of course, just the same one that we received, I'm pretty sure either last year or the year before. I think it was last year, but now it's just got that glowing variant, so it's a bit of a lazy exclusive, but I still think this one is definitely the better version. So if you didn't pick up the original, now's the time to get this one. Alright, now we've got an Amazon exclusive Disney holiday box here, and this one is going to include two Funko Pops, a 4-pack of pins, 2 Pez, and then some socks as well. And the two pops, as you can see, are Mickey and Pluto, and I think they both look fantastic. I really love how they pulled off the Mickey with the skates on his feet there and him actually skating on some ice. I think that's a really cool effect to have going on. And then Pluto just looks really great as well, with all of the lights kind of tangled around him, and then also the candy cane in his mouth, and the 4-pack of pins look really great as well, with them including Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and then Goofy, and then the Mickey socks as well look nice, and then we have Piglet and Winnie the Pooh as the 2 Pez. Now I'm not sure if you'll receive both of the Pez in the box. If you do, then this is a really great value here for this box. I think it just is really fantastic, and will probably release around the holiday season in December. Next up here, we've got another Disney pop, and this one is going to be from the Nightmare Before Christmas, and will be Jack Skellington with Zero, and this one is going to be a glow-in-the-dark 10-inch variant, and this one will be an FYE exclusive that will be available on November 27th of 2020, and I think that it is a pretty fantastic looking 10-inch, and I'll be interested to see the glow. Alright, now in the realm of Star Wars here, we have another Mando Mondays reveal, except we're not talking about it on a Monday, but instead a Saturday. But for now, we have Mandalorian here on the Bantha with Child, and I think that this is a really great looking pop deluxe, I suppose you could call it, or a pop ride. Those two kind of like meld together nowadays, and I think it does look really great. I especially love the Child there, just kind of hanging off the side, and Mando looks great as well, so it's just overall a really nicely detailed figure. Another Mandalorian pop that we have here that was revealed is going to be a Target exclusive red chrome variant of the Mandalorian, and this one is going to be available to order on November 30th, and this is definitely a pretty cool looking design. Definitely not a necessary one, as most of the chromes are not too necessary, but especially this one, considering they're just doing it because it's Target and that's their main color, of course. But still, I feel like Mandalorian collectors will probably want to pick this figure up. Now we've got our first look at a Target exclusive Retro Toys PC Popple right here, and I think that this figure looks alright. It's not something really up my alley too much. I think it definitely has an out there design, and especially in the color scheme as well, but it does still look kind of cool. Next up here, we've got a Tiger Woods pop that was revealed, and this one is going to be a store exclusive, but at the moment it is unknown where it's going to be exclusive to, but it is a pretty cool looking pop. Now we've got our first look at a Big Boys Toy Store exclusive, and this one is going to be for Philippine sales only, and this one is a Volt V pop right here. Now this is definitely a really cool design here for this figure. It kind of reminds me of like an anime-esque like Transformers, I suppose. I don't really know exactly where it originates from, but I do think that it is a pretty great looking figure. Now we've got a pop that was honestly really surprising to me because we have had a previous version of this person, and it is going to be a new Ellen pop here, and this one is going to be the holiday variant, and I'm honestly really surprised they decided to make this considering the controversy kind of surrounding the Ellen show. But I mean, my theory would probably be that they had a bunch of leftover sculpts for the original Ellen pop, because this one's in the same pose, so I have a feeling they might have just painted over her, and honestly it looks kind of weird, like especially with the blue eyes, it looks very odd, so I don't know about this one. It's a little bit weird, and I'll be curious to see how this one sells. Alright, now we've got some leaked lists right here for Funko, and the first ones that we have here are going to be from a new line for Marvel, and these are going to be mechs, and we're going to be getting Captain America, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Hulk, and Thor, and I think that that's definitely going to be interesting to kind of see what designs we get from this. I assume they're almost going to kind of be like Iron Man, I suppose. Now, not exactly like that, of course. It's not just going to be Iron Man suits that look like these characters, but I assume it would be a similar concept to that, so I'll be interested to see how these turn out. Now, the next set of pops that we have here are going to be continuing the Marvel Luchadors line, and these ones are going to include some keychains that you can see, and then the main pops. I'm going to go over the main pops primarily, but there are also going to be some plushes as well, but the pops are going to include Thor, Black Widow, Black Panther, Thanos, and then Captain America, so I'll be interested to see how these look. I'm assuming they're obviously going to go with a similar design to the first line of Luchador pops that we saw, and I wasn't too interested in those. I think it's kind of a cool concept, but it's also a little bit weird, but let me know if you're interested in picking up any of these pops. Okay, now the next set of pops that we have here are from Star Wars, specifically Episode 9, and the ones that we have are Ben Solo with Blue Saber, Rey with Yellow Saber, Revitalized Palpatine, Rey with 2 lightsabers, and then a 10-inch Babu Frick. So some fairly exciting ones there, I would say. I wasn't too, excited about any future Episode 9 pops. I mean, The Rise of Skywalker was an okay film. I really enjoyed it my first time, but then the second time around watching it, I didn't enjoy it as much, so I'm not too excited for these, but I do know that people are going to be very excited about the Ben Solo. I know a lot of people have been wanting that pop, and the Rey is cool, and Palpatine as well. I'll be interested to see his design, so it's still fairly exciting releases for Star Wars. Now the next set of pops that we have here are going to be from the Flash CW series, and the first one that we have is a keychain of the Flash, then we're going to be getting a Flash pop, Killer Frost, Bloodwork, and then Godspeed as well, so definitely some really exciting ones there. The Flash is the only CW show that I really keep up with still. I was into some of them previously, such as Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, stuff like that, Supergirl, but I kind of fell off of some of those shows, so I am interested in the Flash figures to kind of see how those turn out, and I'm excited for the Killer Frost because I know we had a previous version of that pop, but that one was an exclusive that goes for a pretty high price currently, so I'm sure this will either raise that value or lower the value of it depending on how close the design is to that original one, but I will be excited to see how it turns out. Now the next set of pops that we have are going to be from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and these are going to include Mac, Blue, and Eduardo as well, so 3 pretty cool pops right there. I remember watching a little bit of this series. I wasn't too into it, but maybe this will kind of prompt me to want to check out the show once more. Now, the next reveal that we have here is a very exciting one for Office fans. This is going to be Creed with a chase, and this one will be a specialty series exclusive, and this one's definitely very exciting. Of course, Creed is one of the characters that we've been missing from the Office line, so it's very exciting that we should be receiving him at some point in the future, so definitely a cool reveal. Then the next pop that we have here is going to be Steve Irwin with Suey, of course, the crocodile hunter, and I think that this is definitely going to be a cool looking figure. I'm pretty sure we've gotten previous versions of Steve Irwin, so I'll be interested to see what this one looks like. Alright, now the next set of pops that we have here are 15 MLB Pops right here, and these ones I'm not going to go over individually because I'm not really familiar with any of these players, but I still wanted to, of course, include them in the video so that it's a comprehensive list here, so if you want to read any of them, be sure to pause the video here, but for now we're going to move on to the next set of pops. Alright, now that's going to conclude this Funko News video here for November 7th of 2020. I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like down below and also subscribe. It is highly appreciated, and also leave a comment down below letting me know which of these pops mentioned in this video are you most excited for, and which ones are you planning on picking up. So thanks so much for checking out the video. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.